Okay, while the cake is mixing, you're going to need to get ready for the next step because we have to roll up the cake while it's still warm. If you let it cool even just a little bit, it can start getting cracks in it, and then it makes it really hard and messy to roll up. So you need to get a dish towel, and it's best to use like a tea towel, one that doesn't have any texture in it, and lay it out on a clean surface. So my dish towel might look a little dirty, but that's because I use the same one every time, so it's a little bit stained from the pumpkin. And then the next thing you need to do is take some powdered sugar and sprinkle a good thick layer out over the dish towel because we're going to put the hot cake right on that. Let me see. I think, can you see that? I probably use a good half to a cup of powdered sugar. And then you just need to spread that out all over the dish towel, the size of your jelly roll pan. I'm actually going to take a little bit off because I have like a big pile of sugar here that is unnecessary, so I'm going to take that up and throw it out. But just make sure you have a good thick layer across your whole tea towel. And once you're done with that, you just wait for your cake to come out of the oven because when it's hot, we're going to dump it out onto this towel. My timer just went off, so now I'm going to check my pumpkin roll. Ooh, looks perfect. Can you see it? And I'm going to take a knife and just run it along the edges. So over here behind me, I have my towel lined with the powdered sugar, and now you're just going to take your pan and flip it over on top of your towel, like so. So if you use parchment or, careful it's really hot, wax paper or Silpat, whatever you use now, you just need to peel it off carefully. There's my pumpkin roll. Pumpkin cake, I should say. It's not a roll yet. Okay, so now you're going to start from one of the shorter ends here and gently roll up your cake. After you get it all rolled up like this, you need to put it on a plate. Oops, I'm getting powdered sugar all over the floor. Here's my cake cooling, and now you need to put it in the refrigerator to fully cool before you put the frosting on, or the frosting is going to melt and it's going to make a huge mess. So I would say it probably needs to be in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 hours. So right now while you're waiting, you can make the frosting so it's ready when the pumpkin roll is ready. Okay, it's been about 2 hours since I put my pumpkin roll in the refrigerator. Here it is, just like I left it. And now it's cool enough for me to unroll. So I'm going to tilt the screen down so you can see what I'm doing, but you aren't going to be able to see my face, so sorry about that. You want to unroll it really carefully. Oops, I'm getting powdered sugar all over the place, but that's okay. Okay, and now I have all of my icing here that I made. I added a little bit of milk to mine because I wanted it to be a little bit runnier. Oh, and I also made 1.5 times the recipe because I love the filling so much. And last time I made it, I felt like there wasn't quite enough filling, so I decided to make a little bit more this time. So just put it on your pumpkin roll. Ooh, looks like there's going to be a lot of filling this time. And now you just want to spread it out. Make sure you spread it almost to the edge, but not quite to the edge because you don't want it to come squirting out. Take your time, don't rush when you're doing this. So you do not want to break your cake after all of that hard work. Okay, I would say that's about good. So now you see I'm going to start from the edge and slowly roll it up, but this time you leave the towel on the counter. You can use the towel to help you roll it up. Be careful that it doesn't break. Alright, beautiful. Okay, now this is the hard part, tricky part. You want to transfer it back to your serving dish. Without it breaking. And there you go, see? And there's my filling. Looks a little bit prettier once you slice it, but see, it wasn't so hard. Here's the pumpkin roll, here's the finished product. Before I serve it, I usually dust it with a little bit of powdered sugar just to make it pretty, but other than that, you're all set and you can go impress your friends and family. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to go check out the blog, mindyourbeesandtrees.com, because I have the recipe there for you and lots of other fun recipes.